All right, to get started on this, you are going to need to make sure that you have your files saved in a folder on your computer, somewhere that is not going to move around. So we have them in an animation folder. I put them in a animation files, that way I have my catwalking and my background movie in there, and those are going to stay there so that the Premiere knows where they are. If you move them, it's going to corrupt the files. So to start a new project, I am going to click New Project. I'm going to name it something that I will be able to find it. Don't leave it as untitled. I'm going to name it Stan, since my cat's name is Stan. Stan Walking, and this is, for me, it's a demo. For you, you do not need to put demo. You want to make sure that you choose a location that you know where it is. So I'm going to click Choose Location. Just put it in that same folder. You can go to your documents, find that folder, and click Select, and then Create. All right, I am going to start just by importing the background image, because if I import the cat, it's going to make it a vertical format. It could make it a vertical format. So I'm just going to start by importing my background. We can name it over here, Stan Walking Demo. If you don't, you can always name it when you export. Should put a 3 after that. Import. Okay, so what you're going to see here is your timeline down at the bottom. You have your playhead that you can scrub along and see. There's some movement that show that it's not just a photo. Now I need to add my cat, so I'm going to go back to my Finder, and I'm just going to drag this onto my sequence. All right, it's going to put it over here in the source files as well. I'm going to drag it to the beginning and hit the playhead, and you should see it walking. Now, if you need to adjust your background, you can. If you click on your background, you should be able to drag and make it larger if you need to. You're going to want to make sure that you don't have any walls or barricades that your creature is going to walk into. All right, just make sure you don't have any of this black stuff around the outside. So position it where you want it. And now I'm going to click on the cat. He's too big, so I'm going to drag him down and grab, oops. If it grabs your background, you can always lock that layer, and then it won't move it. Come on, sometimes it can be finicky. I'm going to resize it. You want to make sure that he is visible. Don't make it so tiny that we don't really see them in the frame, but large enough that it fits the frame. So now, if I put my playhead at the beginning and I hit play, it only walks through one cycle and then disappears because it's only right here. So I need to copy and paste this. You can either hit Command-C or right-click. Oops, not cut. Silly, looking at the screen while I'm clicking. Copy. I'm going to move my playhead to the end of my frame, and I'm just going to hit Command-V, 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 Command-V. Now, play it. It's not going to walk across the screen yet, but think about the amount of time. Depending on how long your background video is, it doesn't need to be more than like 4 or 5 seconds. So if you made your background video longer than that, you can unlock, and then you can shorten it. So it really should be about 4 or 5 seconds. So I'm going to shorten that just so it goes right to the end of this clip, and then I can delete that. You want them to end at about the same time. But right now I have 4 different clips for my cat. So I need to click on my cat, your creature, hold Shift so they are all selected. Once they are all selected, right click, Nest is going to make them all one clip. All right, okay. And then you will see they're now one. So now if I do any edits to it, it will do to the whole thing. Play it, make sure that it looks like a fluid movement. If it doesn't, you'll have to hit Command-Z and make some modifications, move things around. All right, now we need him to move across the screen. So I'm gonna move my playhead back to the beginning, which is important, okay? Because if you make these, we're gonna be making keyframes, and if your playhead's not at the beginning, it's gonna mess things up. So I'm going to click on my character, and I'm going to move him off the frame, out of the scene, right? Then I need effects controls. So it's going to show up over here, but if you don't see it, just click the little window effect controls, and it should pop up. For that, we are going to make our keyframes under the motion tab. Click on position. What it's going to show up is this little blue diamond, and that is the actual keyframe. Okay, it also shows up here, which is where it's also where your playhead is. You can see it partially showing there. Now, the keyframe allows him to be at this position at this time in the video. So if I drag my playhead to the end, not off of it, but just to the end there, and then I move my character, I'm going to lock this frame so I don't accidentally move the background. I'm going to move him to the opposite end, and it gives you like a line so you can see if you're making the movements vertical. And I'm going to move him off the frame like that. And now, if I drag my playhead back to the beginning, play it and see how that looks. If you feel like it's going too fast or too slow, we can make some modifications. You can add time frames, you can lengthen it, okay? But that is pretty much all you need to do. Now, I recommend if you whiz through this and you want to add to it, put some music in there. You can download all kinds of free sources for some fun music. But make sure it plays and it looks like they're walking. Once you do, this has to be selected somewhere down here. If you select off of it, you're not going to be able to export. So make sure you have something selected on your sequence. Go to File, Export, Export Media. Then make sure you name it something. It should come up since I named it, but if you skip that part, make sure you name it. And then make sure you are putting it in your folder so you know where it is. Otherwise, it's going to save it somewhere in the deep, dark folders of your computer, and you will never find it. Click Save. And then for the preset, I'm just going to do high quality 720 HD. We don't need like 1080 or 21. We don't need this 4K stuff. This starts to get low quality, but 720 HD is plenty for this. Once it says that, I'm going to click Export. All right, then head over to your folder and make sure it is in there. There you go. Then drag that into Google Classroom under the assignment and you are done.